Everyone, at this time, I'd like to call the regular committee of the whole meeting for Tuesday, February 1st, 2022 to order. The village clock is now 6 p.m. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Brennan. Absent. Trustee Galante.
Trustee Galante.
Trustee Mahoney.
Present.
Trustee Mueller.
Here.
Trustee Sullivan.
Present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Item number 3, I'd look for a motion to consider the approval of the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting held on January 18th, 2022. Is there such a motion?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan. Absent. Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Item number 4, we've got a First Amendment to Resolution 2021-R-034, a resolution authorizing execution of a tax increment financing redevelopment agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and JMW Properties LLC for the property located at 7061 to 7063 159th Street. Kimberly, I believe you're taking this minor amendment?
Yes, the agreement, as we had referenced, had specific deadlines, and we've been watching this project closely, and we noticed that the roof part, although has been started and near completed, has been delayed due to the fact that the tenant, Floor and Decor, has also had some delays. A lot of problems we're hearing with our projects is that the HVAC units, the electrical panels, and certain products, the lead times keep getting pushed out. So they have, the Hobby Lobby roof is completed, and the majority of the Floor and Decor is completed with some minor capping and things that need to be done, but it's contingent on the tenant. So we recognize that the December 31st deadline wasn't going to be made, so we're asking for this minor amendment to the TIF agreement to push that out until, I apologize, May 31st is what we were recommending. We think that roof will be completed well before that, but in addition, we noted that the parking lot landscaping couldn't get installed prior to the cold weather coming in, and you don't want to be putting that in during the cold season, so it would die. So that's why the May 31st deadline would also include the landscaping for the rest of the parking lot. This developer, we think, is working in good faith. There's been no delays on their end. They had every intentions to try to meet these deadlines. So we're just keeping the agreement and the terms relevant so that it's, an agreement that we can work with. So the request would then to be take this to the February 15th Village Board for adoption with this amendment, with the 2 points I noted with the roof and the parking lot.
Perfect. Any questions from members of the committee? Seeing none, can I have a motion to move this item to the February 15th Village Board meeting?
So moved.
Thank you, Dennis.
A second.
Thank you, Colleen. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan. Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes,
Trustee Sullivan.
Yes.
that motion will carry, so we will see that on the 15th board meeting. Item number 5, don't see Brad in the audience, but we will consider purchase and sale agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and the Board of Education of Lincoln Way Community High School, District 210, for the purchase of property located at 7551 191st Street, Tinley Park, Illinois. Thank you. Village Manager Carr.
Thank you.
Pardon me?
What you have before you is the purchase sale agreement for the property at 191 in Harlem. Lincoln Way School District passed this agreement back at their board meeting last week. And it's before you tonight, and we're asking you to move it to the board meeting and approve for the price of $1.5 million for that piece of property.
Awesome, thank you, Pat. And as I understood from the from Brad, This is a good deal for both parties. Being able to not go to the fixed bid process for 210 is a huge advantage to them. We get this off their books, and then, as I understood it, if this is a windfall for Tinley Park, it will be a windfall for 210 as well. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. Any other questions from the committee members on this item?
I had something to add, Mike.
Go ahead.
The only thing I want to add too is, this is a huge win for the residents. Thank you, Pat, for all the work you did on this. You, myself, and Paul O'Grady from PJM. Originally, this property was priced for $11.2 million back in 2006. And so now the village is purchasing it for $1.5 million, which is 10 times less than what it was when it went up before. And back in 2017, there was a purchase agreement between the school board and a developer for $4.6 million. So this is a great price. Hopefully the board supports it. And thank you, Pat and Paul, for helping us move this forward.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Any other comments from the committee? At this time, I'll look for a motion to move item number 5 to the board meeting later on this evening.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Mr.
Second.
Brady. Thank you, Dennis. And Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan? Trustee Galante?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Item number 6, consider the contract with Minutemen Security Technologies for the fixed automation license plate reader, Phase 3 installation, so. Go
I'll
ahead.
take that one, thank you. As we continue on the phase of installations for the LPR cameras, Public Works has, continued to be the instrumental in the implementation of the infrastructure and working with the police department. The first 2 phases have proven to be effective and useful to the department in their investigations. And again, working with them in locations of continuing the expansion. The next 3 locations that were identified were 175th and LaGrange Road, 167th Cherry Hill, and 171st and Cambridge Avenue. We're looking for approval at COW and move forward to the board tonight. Funds are available, and we continue to stay under what has been budgeted for this project as we go along.
Thank you, Mr. Urbanski. Makes good sense to me. Any questions from the committee?
I have some questions.
Diane?
I'm not sure who to ask these questions of. How do we use the current cameras? Who's actually being triggered, and when?
Did you say how do we use them? How does it trigger?
Yeah, right, is it the 911 center that's, gets triggered? I mean, how do these cameras actually work?
What goes on now, if it triggers, it's stolen. We're usually just working out the stolen autos, because if we tried to do suspendeds or anything else, it would constantly be going off like a cash register. So what we do is we focus on stolen. It's reported stolen. It will notify communications, and we also are looking at ways to just notify the sergeant on duty, and once they get notified, then the officers will go flood that area, and hopefully we're able to locate the vehicle.
Is that a program that they're notified? I mean, is there a program that, is
Yeah, I
it
don't know
that
the
as soon as they
technical-
drive past the camera, it registers and it gives them a ding on their program? I mean, what is the,
Yes,
Okay.
so what happens is, once that hits on the camera, then it flags on to the screen of in dispatch. So then they get that plate, they look it up, see if it is a valid stolen plate. A lot of times, from what I just was talking with some people in the 911 center, there's a car that constantly goes through there that comes up stolen, but it's just the way that the license plate is worn out, and it's not picking it up correct, or it picks it up incorrectly on that. So they have to validate it in leads to make sure it is stolen. Once that's done, then they send an alert out, and then they go into the area where that vehicle was.
so that there's a sergeant that has that app and is alerted?
Well, it's not an app, they'll call it over the radio to tell them to, go to that area.
So the company there's a service that provides that?
No, we do it. So it flags on our dispatchers get it,
Okay,
validate that it is stolen, then dispatch somebody to that area.
okay. As soon as it picks that up on that
Correct.
on that camera. Thank you.
I just got one question. John, how were those locations, the new locations picked?
Again, it's a collaboration with the police department, and basically, we're trying to geo-fence the town, so, areas where we have considerable high amounts of traffic, and again, looking, again, to, pretty much fence in the whole perimeter of the community.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions from the committee?
Can I ask one more question? I'm seeing that they're doing a lot of these cameras now on the expressways. Are these all linked together? I mean, are the police departments work together on this to link all that?
The departments work together. We just met with Orland Park today about some other things. They would like to use a location of ours for their cameras as well, and we're going to use some of theirs. So yes, we do work together.
Any other questions?
That's it, thank you.
And so I believe, John, you're looking for this one to be moved to the village board meeting tonight?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Do I have a motion to move the license plate readers to the board meeting later on this evening?
I'll
So
make that
moved.
motion.
Diane made the motion, and Dennis?
second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan? Trustee Galante?
Yes,
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That motion carries. Item number 7, consider amendment to Title 5, Chapter 50, Section 50.028 of the Municipal Code, Delinquent Payment, Service Discontinuation, Hearing and Lien. You taking this one again, John?
Yes,
Thank
sir,
you.
thank you. This is a simple amendment to our existing ordinance on how we're going to contact residents for delinquent and notices for their water billing. Currently, it states that we're going to utilize U.S. Postal Service priority mail. Based on our printing services and the availability for materials and processes, it became more and more difficult to get our contract service to be able to afford that. As we experienced utilizing our in-staff, it was a lot quicker to pretty much stuff the envelopes and send it out through U.S. Postal Service from internal. So again, it's a simple change from U.S. priority mail to U.S. Postal Service in the ordinance.
Sounds very good, John. Any questions from the committee on this one? And you'd like this one brought to the board meeting later on this evening as well?
Yes, sir.
So I'd look for a motion to move item number 7 to the board meeting later on this evening.
So moved. Second.
Thank you, Trustee Mahoney and Mr. Brady. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan? Trustee Galante?
yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Sorry. Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Thank you. That motion carries. Last item of business, item number 8, consider the bond abatements. Hannah, it looks like you're taking this one?
Yep, I will take that one. So on the board agenda tonight, there are 3 ordinances for bond abatements. The board did approve the annual bond abatements back in December. Since then, we've finalized the refinancing of the 2013 bond series as well as the 2021 A and B series. And so really, this is just some cleanup to amend the debt service schedule to account for the refinancing and the new issuance, so that way we don't have to increase the tax levy by over $1 million. So pretty straightforward, just some cleanup and keeping that levy at the same level that it has always been, so.
Great, thank you very much. Any questions from the committee on item number 8? This time I'll look for a motion to move item number 8 to the village board meeting later on this evening.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Trustee Sullivan.
A second.
Thank you, Dennis. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan? Trustee Galante?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Thank you. That motion will carry. Item number 9, is there any comments from the public to the committee of the whole? Seeing none, I will ask for a motion to adjourn the committee of the whole.
Second?
I'll make the motion to
Oh,
adjourn the
sorry.
committee of the whole, and yes, I'll take your second. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan? Trustee Galante?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. The committee of the whole meeting is adjourned at 6:16 PM. Thank you, everyone.